Okay, so on this question, it says find the number of ways that a patron can select 3 different pizza toppings from 16 available toppings. So, you got 16 toppings, pepperoni, linguiça, mushrooms, olives, tomatoes, whatever, and you're going to pick 3 toppings for your pizza. How many different ways are there to do that? Well, notice here, first and the most important thing to notice is order does not matter. Right? This is an important observation. The order does not matter. Like if you say, well, I chose mushrooms and pepperoni. I can't, pepperoni's hard to spell. I'll go olives. Olives. All right, I'm just gonna say pepperoni. Or they say, no, I meant I chose mushrooms, olives, pepperoni, olives, mushrooms. Well, it's the same thing. Nobody cares, right? If you say to the person on the phone, I'd like mushrooms, olives, pepperoni on my pizza. Oh no, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I meant pepperoni, olives, mushrooms. They're gonna go, that's the same thing. Right, because order does not matter. So what? So what that order doesn't matter? So we do not, in fact, we cannot use decisions options. It would be wrong. You cannot do decisions. You can't say, oh, I'm going to make my first decision. I'm going to write out what you can't do. It's important, I think, so you don't do it on the test. You can't say, oh, wait, I got 16 options for, because there's 16 available topics, right? And then I've got, those are my options. You don't do this. And then 15 for my next one, and then 14. That's totally wrong. Don't do that. That is not correct. Why not? When you do decisions, because you think that seems so good, right? You have 16 choices for, I chose pep, then I chose olives, and I chose mushroom. That's it. No, whenever you do that, you're making the order matter. You're making this different than that, and they're not different, are they? They're the same thing. Whenever you do decisions options, you're making this a different option than that, and so you're counting too many different ways to do it. It'll come out way too high because these are not really different. These are the same thing. So that's what you don't do. So what do you do? Well, looking at the notes. So here's the notes. Here's the exam for, whoops, kind of on 2 pages here. Here's the exam for notes for you. So when order matters, that's decisions options, but that's not our situation right now. When order does not matter, in fact, let me come down here to get you the whole thing. When the order does not matter, what do you do? For choosing 3, I give an example, 3 people out of 10. Here's the notation. It's called choosing or combinations. Easy way to remember. Well, yeah, let's just move on. It's like combination pizza. The order doesn't matter. Here's how you calculate it. You start at the 10. You do 3 numbers. So it kind of starts out the same, 10, 9, 8. But then you have to divide by however many people on down to 1. See it right there, the formula? It is 10, 9, 8 over 3, 2, 1. So when the order does not matter, you have to start with the number on the top, 10, go down, write 3 numbers, right? Start with 10, multiply 3 numbers, going down 1 each time, 10, 9, 8. Then put this over a denominator starting at 3, right? If you had 3 people, multiplying down by 1 each time. So you get this new denominator piece because there's less ways to do it when the order doesn't matter. So let's get back to the problem. So order does not matter. So that means you start at 16, write 3 numbers, because we have 3 different toppings starting at 16. Well, 16 options. I'm choosing 3 toppings. So you start at 16, go 16, 15, 14, right? That's what it's saying in the notes. And you put that over, and then you put 3 on the bottom, times 2, times 1. This is times, whatever, dots or times, whatever. There it is. Hit the buttons on your calculator. I'm getting 3360 over 6, and 560 is the answer. So when the order does not matter, when the order does not matter, we have to do it different. We can't do decisions options. Instead, we start with the number of options, right? There's 16 options. And you're going to pick 3 toppings, so you're going to write 3 numbers, going down by 1 every time, like usual. But you got to divide by starting with that number on down to 1, 3, 2, 1. That's the difference. 560 different ways. So there we go.